and we have a timetable, and the culture is very different. And first time I was going out from my state, coming from very far, and culture is very different, language is very different, and then the food is absolutely very different. So I was feeling difficulty within me, I was fighting within me to cope up. And at night, I used to cry when I go to bed. I used to cry. And in the morning, since I did not sleep at night properly, in the morning when I go to church, when I go to chapel to pray, I sleep. So I sleep. And then even during the mass, I continue to sleep. So I used to get a correction. Even the priests, those who come for celebrating the mass, they started to complain, Priscilli is always sleeping in the chapel. So, and this I used to get frequently correction, and soon after the mass, we have like 15 minutes, according to our congregation, we have 15 minutes of Thanksgiving after Holy Communion. I used to, soon after the mass, I used to rush out from the chapel because of the stomach upset. So I used to run out because the food is very different with the spices, and which I was not used to it. I used to rush out for a washroom. And the sisters were not able to understand why I was rushing out. And so, like, instead I used to get a correction sometimes in front of my companions. I felt very humiliated. And we have to learn to cook, learn to work in the garden, everything we have to learn. So all this I was absolutely zero. I know nothing because I did not do at home. Even the dishwash and washing the plate, I was not, because whenever I come back from hostel, since only for a few weeks, so parents does everything, they do everything. So I escaped to tell the friendly. But when I went convent, things were happening and I was not able to eat. I can eat, but slowly. It was not going down because the food system is very different, and we have a limit time, certain time that we have to finish by this time, not more than that or before that. And I never finished food on time. I was behind from very bad from other girls. They were very quick in picking up. I was very bad. So whenever I was not able to eat food, so that I take effort to come out from all this. I wanted to, but I was not able. And sometimes it agitates me, it irritates me. I get angry with myself because others are able to do and I'm not able to do, but I have desire to do. So to help me out, they used to give me a punishment. Punishment will be washing all the plates of everyone. We have a set of group. That we have like in a group 5 persons, 6 persons, we have a group, so we take turn to cook, to wash the plate, to clean the house, all this. And then for a week, I was given a chance that I come up, but there was no improvement. I used to get punishment of washing all the dishes. So when everyone is having free, I will be occupying washing the dishes, which I have never done. And then, and things were going on, and time for cooking, we had to learn even cooking. There will be someone who will teach us for cooking. And I was not able to cook even because the spices, for me, I feel that all the spices have the same smell. So I made mistake in using, for this vegetable or for this food, I have to use this kind. So I make mistake and I get punishment. And I have to prolong my cooking. So all this agitates me. I was finding difficult within me. And at the same time, I wanted to remain too. And from other side, from here I felt that no one, as a girl, I felt no one is able to understand me. And at the same time, my parents knew, they never called me, thinking that I will not survive, so that I come back. They were praying for me to come back, and I was praying that I persevere in my vocation. So once I decided, now anymore, I think this is not my life. I felt and I decided, I didn't tell to the sisters who is in charge, to the sister who is in charge, but I decided now I will go back and I will go and say to Jesus, bye. I say bye and I go back. And then something special happened to me was that when I went to pray, I cried a lot. I said, Jesus, I wanted to follow you, but I think it is not my way. I cried. Nobody was there. I cried how much I can cry. I cried. And then I felt kind of peace within me, and I felt that Jesus loves me more than anyone else. That love I felt, and that gave me again to think that to remain, to continue. So I was facing difficulties to go through all this formation. I was feeling kind of joy and happiness within me. So I decided to remain. Okay, I remain, I try, I remain. And then after next day, the sister who is in charge of me called me, Priscilli, can you come? I said, with a big smile, I said, please sister. My heart was broken. Nothing I said, and tears. Only tears was my response. So I said, sister, please give me a chance. With the tears I said, please give me a chance. And then the sister did not say a word. She looked at me. And I continued to cry. I said, I will try. If it doesn't work, you can send me back. I said, I will go willingly. But I wanted to try, give me a chance. So I felt that day was the day that made me humble, because the thing is that as a child, I was a bit rigid and a bit stubborn. One thing is that because since I'm elder in the family also, and so parents were a bit pampered me so with that nature, I grew up, and till now it's not so bad, but so that made me, so far I have never felt such a kind of humility to ask that they give me a chance. That made really touched me to say that they give me a chance. So on that day I felt, okay, this is the meaning of humility, which I have never bent down before anyone in such a feeling. To beg for myself, for nothing. So in that way I felt, okay, sister said, okay, we'll see for a week, for a month, and then you can beg things and go. Before I say, she said, I said, okay, thank you, sister. Then, so things were, so I moved from her room, and then we used to have in Bangalore, we used to have a Divine Mercy Convention every month. The priests used to they used to conduct. And then we used to go to attend this convention. And I noticed there were people who really pray, raising their hand with the rosary and pray Divine Mercy at 3 o'clock. So I used to watch around, and people were really, and that moved me. So what I decided, I also will raise hand and pray. So whenever in the group, I have no problem of praying, to pray so that nobody can notice me doing something extraordinary things from my companions. So I have no problem, and I was also raising hand and praying. So after the Divine Mercy Convention, when we used to have a prayer in the community in the convent at 3 o'clock, and we also recited Divine Mercy prayer. So those days I wanted to raise my hand and pray, but since nobody raised hand, I would be out of place, and I was reluctant to raise hand. But I have a desire to raise hand and pray wholeheartedly. And one day I took courage anyway. I will raise my hand. If I get scolding, no problem, I will accept. I won't continue.